All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here goes tonight, 20.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
49, 180. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 1st down, it's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson, he completes it to Nelson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on second and long. Goff. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Cohen. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Justin Houston who got him down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That is caught by Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Gone. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
180. Watch the run. Watch the run. That's big shot. Ric Flair.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, gone. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Cut. 180. 59. I got you. Value 3. Value 3. 59 mark. 59 mark. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the 1st half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. If things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Goff on 1st down. Buying time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 33. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. 54.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 9, check 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Cohen. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight down. There you go. Kill. At 31. Check 50.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Set. 19. 54. 59.
Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now it's Goff off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Zach Pascal. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break here. Goff. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Goff now looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to try and throw. He's got Burton here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Throwing on second down. Goff into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19. Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They try again with Cohen. Oh, twisting away. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now it's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the run. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
He can't hang. 54. 25.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch that alert. Right there, 54, right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
You got tight. You got tight right there. He's crashing. At 59. Jack.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They run. This is Cohen. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be fielded at the 6. They juked him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Houston, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run here with Mack. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
All right. Come on out.
A shotgun snap for gone. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Again, it's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. D Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Chester.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
17.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Hey, watch out. Check, watch.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. Also be done. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts 22-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.